Hey there, Jackie Aellen here today with you. Today I want to cover a little bit with you about auto ships and the importance of auto ships in your business. Whether you already have a current business and don't maybe understand your company's auto ship policy, or you're looking for a business and you don't understand why businesses have these auto ship type things, or possibly you're just brand new in a business and you haven't quite figured it out yet. So whatever it might be, I want to talk to you a little bit about the auto ship process. Now, not all companies call them an auto ship. They have different names for it, but ultimately what it means is that you're committed to a minimum order of some sort within your company for a particular month. Now, I do want to touch base on something for those of you who are maybe looking for a business, an at-home business of some sort, and don't understand it at all yet. I want to talk first about those, something to look for when you are looking at a business, and something that I don't agree with. And that is the idea of forcing people who aren't looking to make income in a business. They're not looking for a business, they've just discovered a product that they really like and they want to use, that then they're tied into a minimum order. If you're looking at a company that's like that, to be honest, I don't think that's fair. I think it's wrong, to be quite frank with you, because why should somebody find a product that they really like and really enjoy and they just want to use it, they have no intention of ever getting money out of it, they just want to use a good product? Why should those people be forced to buy a minimum amount of something every single month? It doesn't make sense to me. So if you're new and you're looking for a business, pay attention to that. Does the business that you're looking at make even just somebody who wants to be a customer and doesn't want to make money order a minimum amount? If so, I'd be careful with that business, because I don't know that those customers are going to last as long-term customers. Now, let's talk about the idea of auto ship ordering or minimum orders on the business standpoint, though. Because on the business standpoint, if you're looking for a business and you're looking to try and make some part-time income from home and add to that bottom line, income line, be able to have a little extra spending money, and the business you're looking at does have a minimum order, I want to help you kind of understand why that is, and the advantages of it, and why it's in place, and why you want to look at it as a good thing and not look at it as a bad thing. Because I know some people see all the negatives in it, and personally I think it's mainly positives that you see. First off, let's give this a little comparison of, let's pretend you are somebody who is a salesperson for a Ford dealership, you know, the Ford Cars and Trucks, Ford Motors, or whatever their actual name is called. Let's say you work there, and you pull into work every single day driving a Chevy, a GMC or a Chevy truck. Do you think people will question why you're not driving the product of the company that you sell? Wouldn't that say probably that maybe Ford isn't that great, and maybe you shouldn't buy a Ford from me because I don't drive a Ford? I mean, it only makes sense. A company wants to know that you're using their products, that you are going to be using and promoting their products if they're going to pay you. So in order to do that, they have these minimum type orders set in place. Now, you're going to hear me often refer to it as an auto ship, and that's just because that is my natural thing to refer to it as that's what it's called in the company that I'm involved with. But, you know, different companies call it a different thing, but it all comes down to meaning that you have to order a certain amount of product or points or dollar value, depending on your company, every single month. Now, I look at this as a complete positive. I consider it kind of an income insurance, an income guarantee. And because in most companies, if you don't order that amount, then you're not going to get paid by the company. So, you know, why not have it in place where you have something set up to automatically ship out, and you can hopefully, within the business that you're looking at, you can go in there and change it throughout the month, make changes on it, cancel it, remove it, do whatever you want to it within the month. But it has something in place there so that, you know, let's say that something drastic did happen in your life, and you know, for some reason you were pulled away from your business completely, and normally that would be caused by some sort of, let's say, accident of some sort. Let's say something's happened to somebody, one of your close loved ones, and you've had to go spend some time in a hospital or something like that. You know, we don't ever want those things to happen, but they do happen. And the last thing on your mind is remembering about your business. You know, you're not thinking about that. A lot of those businesses are set in place for long-term residual income where you don't have to be thinking about it all the time, and that's a great thing about it. But if something happened, is your business in place that if you completely forgot about your business due to some sort of emergency or tragedy of some sort, and you didn't want to have to worry about that, but yet your order, your minimum to be able to be paid with your company that month, still comes out, still gets shipped to you, and you have absolutely no worries whatsoever. I think that's really important because you now have that guarantee, that insurance, that if something happens, you're not going to lose out on any incomes that you've earned whatsoever. So I think it's so important to have things in place with that. I also love the fact that a lot of auto ships, like I mentioned, do allow you to make changes. So if you're with a company that has multiple products, you could do like I do. My company has multiple different products, over 300 different products. I kind of use my auto ship as my shopping list throughout the month. So as I think of things that I need, I just go online to my computer and I add it in and make changes and change things around so that when it comes time for the date that my order actually comes out, I know that the things I needed are already in there because I've just used it as a shopping list. So you can look at it that way too. But really, ultimately, when it comes down to it, no matter what business you're in, the auto ship is so important, and it's a positive thing. It's really important that you encourage people who join your business to make sure they have that set up. If it's not a forced thing, you should really make sure they understand the positives and the benefits of being on an auto ship within your company and with your products, so that they're all set up properly. They all start using the products and they all fall in love with the products. Because ultimately, if somebody never ever actually uses a product and they only see the income potential, there's probably not going to be a long-term residual income there because they're never going to understand the true power. There's so many businesses out there that are so great, but it ultimately does come down to, it's not just the money. Are the products a high enough quality that it'll hold the people there because they like them and they would buy them even if there was not income attached. And by people committing to an auto ship and using products on a consistent basis and learning about them and loving them, and that's what comes from being on an auto ship, where people are getting the products month after month and actually using them. And then that's going to create a lot more income for you down the road and for years down the road, because they're going to fall in love with the products. The income is not going to be what matters to them. Of course, it's going to help, and that's really what they are looking for, but ultimately they're going to be able to talk stronger about your company and about your business, which will bring in more and more members into the business each and every single month. So that is basically it. Just wanted to touch base, share with you some of my ideas on auto ship, why it's so important, and whatever business you're in, if you're, like I said, if you're just looking for a business now, pay attention to that. Realize auto ship's a good thing. It's an important thing. Doesn't have to be a huge amount. Most companies, it's probably around $150 a month that you would have to spend. That would be a normal amount on a monthly basis to be able to earn an income with that business. But also, again, watch out that not everybody's forced into that. If somebody wants to be a customer, let them be a customer. Allow them to be a customer. Don't force them to do an auto ship. But if you're in this for the business and you're looking to make a long-term residual income and last a long time in a business, you need to make sure that you have an auto ship in your business set up properly, and that it allows you to have the greatest potential possible, and that you teach that and train that to your organization within your business and in your downline. That's it for today. Hope you enjoy it. Get those auto ships set up and have a great one, and we'll see you again soon.